So there's no one with an idea here. Then why are we on the call? Is there anyone with an idea or project? Okay, if you're currently implementing a project and then there are like some bottlenecks
Yes, I
you'd
have.
love to dismantle, which I could share some perspective on that could be helpful, you could just raise your hand and then we'll dissect it together. Can we all hear me clearly? No one is raising their hands. Okay, Emmanuel. By the way, Emmanuel is one of our country directors, so I'm still going to share more opportunities closer to the end of this session. And definitely, I'm transitioning into the closing ceremony. So, by the way, Emmanuel Mato is the country director for Uganda, I believe. So, yeah, over to you, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm Emmanuel Matua, country director for Uganda, that's my foundation. I have an idea of environmental stewardship where I intend to work with children. They'll be providing plastics wastes, and in return, they'll be given scholastic materials. So we're going to be working on cleaning and supporting the by giving them scholastic material, and the project will keep on going and going, and we see how we can expand later. Thank you.
All right. So, for this idea, Emmanuel, like, where are you at the moment? Like, have you started it? Is it in ideation stage? Like, where are you at the moment?
I've worked on the concept. It is kicking off in August.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Just repeat. Can you repeat?
It started in August.
Okay.
I've just completed the concept and gathering other resources.
So, what are the resources you're currently gathering? Let's make it as practical as possible. Also, the time is ticking. I think I have about 30 more minutes. You could just leave, like, you're the case study for everyone right now. So you don't need to mute yourself. Just go on mute and then converse for everyone to follow.
I'm trying to see to get the scholastic materials and have them all ready so that when we start getting the plastics, they don't wait. They go straight with their scholastic materials to support them as they keep cleaning. So at the moment, we're gathering the scholastic materials for them.
All right. I don't know if it's from my end, but I can't hear you clearly. But I think I heard you mentioned you have children getting plastics and all of that. I think this is more localized impact now. So for localized impact, I believe definitely you already have the idea. Do you have access to the children yet, like, or to the people you want to get involved in?
Yes, I've full access to them. Yes.
I can't hear you, Emmanuel. My headset has like a noise cancellation, so I don't know whether it's from your end when it detects.
I do have access to them.
Okay. Then what is the current bottleneck that we could address right now live
Have
on this
access to
call?
them.
Like, what is the current bottleneck you're currently facing that can be discussed and we could dissect together now?
I'm struggling with the gathering plastic materials for them. The
Okay.
resources are not enough to get for them the scholastic materials. That is what is actually delaying the project.
All right. So first, let's start from GLS. Let's start from GLS before I even make outside recommendations. So from GLS, I think you could do this. Is there any other person working on plastics, climate change on the call? Please kindly connect with Matu or Emmanuel. That's the first thing. Let's get let's get what we have right now. Let's get them to use. That's the first thing. What you have right now, get them to use. You don't have to have it all figured out. What you have right now, let's get them to use. So if there's anyone on the call, uh, also involved in plastic management and all of that, whether you're in Uganda or not, please just kindly contact Emmanuel. Emmanuel, please kindly send your email address and your LinkedIn in the chat so they could reach out to you. So after getting that settled, first get someone who is doing the same thing with you in the same field so you could leverage on their own experience likewise. So that's the first thing. The other thing is also to engage the larger audience, like the larger network. If you're not on the delegates group, please join if you're a delegate. If you're not on there's a word exclusive for speakers. If you're not on on that for speakers, please kindly join. Those are the two major platforms for speakers and delegates. Join those. And then the next thing is share your initiative for the delegates. I believe on WhatsApp now there's a new feature for at all. So just do that. Write them down. Like this is this and this. I'm from Uganda. I'm a delegate or I'm a speaker. I'm a panelist from this country. This is what I'm involved in. I need support here and here and here. If you'd love to be a part of this. So that's the next thing. So I want you to leverage on GLS. That's after that. So now moving to much more in depth on that. Another thing is basically you're already a country representative for the May Foundation. Possibly you could also write to the May Foundation concerning that. You're already a country representative, but write to the Global Secretariat on how we could also scale this initiative. I wanted it to be someone like someone not affiliated with May Foundation, but regardless, let's just proceed. So after you've done that, like I mentioned, leveraging on networks has been one of the major things we've maximized for May Foundation. So I'm going to share another link to the delegates platform right now. I'm going to share another link. Please, all of these links I'm sharing, kindly join. I'm going to share into the delegates platform right now. If you're not on the delegate platform, please check your mail and join the group. Immediately after this call, I'm going to share some of about 7 to 8 links. Please kindly join those networks, apply to them. So once you join those networks, create an amazing caption with an added flyer, and then just write what you need. Basically, you're from this, introduce yourself, then include what you need, and then just push it out there. That's the first step. That's how you call for support. You call for support even beyond. That's what I also mentioned. Even though you start local, think global. So don't limit yourself. Matter even though you are currently thinking of, I don't know where you're currently at in Uganda, even though you're starting local, think global. Think global, how this can transition from that region or that town in Uganda into a global thing that people will be passionate about. And then you could be invited to UNEP, Nairobi, Kenya, for the UNIA meetings to come and share your initiative. So start local, but think global. So that's another thing. So once you've gotten access to these platforms, share what you actually need. Like, I need this. Share it on those platforms. I need this. Share it on those platforms. Reach out to the May Foundation. That's another thing I mentioned. Reach out to the May Foundation if you have any idea that you'd love to implement. A lot of people have been sending mails on that. So please reach out to us. Like I mentioned, we also have open roles. Those also helps get exposure. So once you've done that, basically, I don't want to go, I'm making it very, very, very practical. So once you've done all of that, getting the global exposure and for the Uganda projects, you could also reach out to local vendors since it's plastic. Plastic is still very much used in Africa. So you could also reach out to global local vendors that your NGO or you're a CSO or you're an environmental organization and you're helping kids. I believe it's helping kids to get to school, helping kids to do so and so. So basically, you share with them that this is your vision, and then just reach out. Just keep reaching out. Just keep reaching out. You can't do this alone. Just keep reaching out to people. Keep reaching out to local vendors to kind of create a space where they instead of just disposing it into the recycle bin, they keep them down, and then you just come for collection at intervals to come grab them. So once you've done all of that in your region, grab them, and then you just get them to whatever it is you like processing factories. Like, you go out first, like make the plan in your mind, like how are the things going to get done. You don't have the funding, you don't have the network, you don't have, just like play everything out how it should go, play everything out already on your mind, and then just go to those people, reach out to them, and then just present your ideas. Some of them might reject you, yeah, yeah. Part of the reason why GLS is here was because I applied to a forum and they denied. I was like, you know what, I'm going to create mine. I'm going to create. So basically, some of these things you go through all of this rejection to create your own work, basically. So I believe most of us on the call must have applied and applied and applied and just keep getting rejected. Instead of getting sad and getting like, what am I doing in my life? Get something started. Like what you rejected, turn into fuel and use to create opportunities for other people. Amazing initiative that this is focused on creating support for students. So once definitely you're going to get more rejections, but let that rejection fuel more fire. Like let it like fuel your hunger to even do more for these young people in your community. So once you've reached out to all of these people, for those that accepted, at least for those that accepted, keep sharing updates with them. Keep sharing updates with them that this is where you're at. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've gotten. Like this is the extent. This is the progress of what I've gotten to. And I promise you, once you're doing all of that, you're going to get support. You're going to get support. It's people want to see what you've done first. Basically, for GLS, why we do this year now, why we didn't get the venue in Washington DC. A lot of people showed interest to provide the venue, definitely, but definitely they wanted to see um like results and result upon results for them to even go beyond and out to support us. So definitely get things started. You can see a lot of people are saying it's a success, but we, the organizing team, we know we've not started yet. Like the goal we set for this year, we didn't even meet up with 50%. We didn't meet up with 50%, and we are hoping for next year, 2027, to even be bigger. Like I mentioned, it's going to be in Los Angeles. So get yourself ready because we'll be inviting you to join us. I hope like some of the insights I've shared have been helpful, Emmanuel. Is there any other person? I think I should just transition to Q&A right now. Or is there any other person that would love to just ask anything? And I would be glad to share one or two on it. If there's any other person, like if you have any question, if it's question of my DM, if it's question on the mentorship, it's question of how to join my foundation, if it's question on how to leverage on the existing networks. I have about 2,000 to 3,000 networks. Right now, the GLS is sitting on 2 to 3,000 from about 105 countries. So it's ideal. So now to leverage on those, like basically, I want us to ask questions. We are moving from passion to impact. That's why asked us to write an idea down from the very start. So is there any other person that would just love to just ask any question? Because I had my presentation, but I didn't want it to be present, and I wanted it to be practical, and I hope I'm doing that. So please just ask your question. Please ask your question. Just raise your hand. This time, we're just going to give everyone the opportunity to speak. Or are we all satisfied with all of the information we've gotten from day one, day two, day three? I really hoped we could get more in this final session. All right, I think everyone is just mute. So we don't have anything to say. Emmanuel, I hope I've been able to provide insights. I'm definitely going to follow up since you're already a country director of May Foundation. Please just be in my DM. So I also kind of follow up on the progress of them, then just see how I could support anywhere. Do we have any questions? Any questions, any clarifications? Or if you would love to join GLS 2027 planning, that's the question. Or you could just email. Definitely, our email address we're CC'd, we're copied when we're sending the invitation or the link. So if you just email any of us for how to join the team, definitely will be very much appreciated. Regardless of your experience, okay, please share the opportunities and roles available. All right, amazing. Um, First, get to May Foundation. We share opportunities daily, scholarships, fully funded, everything. Just keep applying. Like I mentioned, why the GLS is here is because I was denied to speak. And then we just created, just said, you know what? We're just going to do our thing. So keep applying. You're going to, it's not a new story. You're going to get the rejection letter that there's thousands of applicants. We are only on unfortunately, we are unable to select you. You are going to get tons of that, but just keep applying. It also helps you shaping your application. Like the more you apply, like before you know, you become an expert in application. You begin to provide solutions to people that are even applying for opportunities. So please look out for the May Foundation, or I'm just going to send in my DM right now in the chat to everyone. You could just send me a DM directly on here, and then I'll just direct you to the respective global team lead that is overseeing such affair. So I'm just going to, this is to 44.6. Okay. So just send me a WhatsApp DM, and you could also follow me on Linktree. Amazing, amazing. Definitely, you love the quality of speakers and panels, but this was not even the goal. It was not even the goal. We had lots and lots and lots of high quality. Some of them joined, some of them were unable to because of the change in the venue and all of that. But definitely, this is also not our last initiative. We also have the Climate Action and Education Forum happening in July, August. We also have the Global Learn to Earn Academy, a 12-week financial literacy. We are looking forward to how we could equip. We're going to select 100 participants, possibly $1,000. How you could raise $1,000 in 12 weeks. So you could also check out for that. They're all on our platform, so just reach out to any of the team and then just apply. We also have the Africa Sustainability Week happening in Nigeria, in Abuja. So you could also be a part of that if you're in Africa. And then we have the World Health Exhibition and Conference in London this December. So you could also join any of the planning team. And like I mentioned, I intentionally share opportunities during the last session of all of our events. So you could also join the World Health Exhibition Conference happening in London. Some of the speakers, some of the panelists are also some of the organizing teams and partners we have for those events. They're going to be huge. We're looking forward to much more impact. Like I mentioned, it's the post-summit that really matters. All of the discussion, definitely we have the recordings and all of that, but what we do after now is what really matters. If not, we've just come here to just inspire, motivate. We've just come here to do all of those things. If you're not taking action after now, you've just come here to just talk. So that's also one thing we also observed from all of this global conference, because I've been a part of a lot. We just come, they make promises and pledges. For example, the COP that happens yearly. This year is happening in Turkey, and we just make promises and promises, and we are contributing 140 million US dollars to this, and this data. We'll come back and say the same thing next year. We don't want that to happen for GLS. Please take actions. Why I really wanted this to be very practical, but I don't know why we're not responding. But just reach out to me via email if you want a one-on-one session. I'll still permit over the couple or next couple of weeks to have one-on-one session with any of the delegates that reach out to me. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm also going to share my link tree here. My link tree has access to all of my social platforms. So you can reach out to me here on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, on all platforms. Just connect with me. And then you could also schedule a meeting, one-on-one session, live session, and then we'll just address any bottlenecks or issues you're currently facing. And then I just love to carry everyone along. Some of what we're doing also has created opportunities for us as the organizing team. That's on a personal level. And then we don't just want yeah, definitely there were sleepless nights, and you can see my eyes are red. So yeah, definitely there were sleepless nights and all of that. But the impact we're creating in other people's lives are even much more intriguing for us to even do more and do more. So yeah, please just reach out to any of us, reach out to the May Foundation. And without further ado, I think right now I'm just going to move to the closing speech. By the way, so I don't forget, whatever you wrote in that paper, It's now your responsibility because I want you to take action. Like I mentioned, over the next 365 days, I don't want any of us to come back and then we are still middling with the same thing that we're talking about right now. You must have grown. Definitely prioritize growth as another thing. Like I mentioned, if you go to my LinkedIn, yeah, you go to my LinkedIn now, you see about 70 to 80 certifications. I've learned and grown and taken courses. Even right now, I still have to go back to finish my course, my Aspire Institute before the week ends. I have Mackenzie going on. I have University of Cambridge in a few months. So just keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. It will do. I believe I saw this quote recently. Or should I say I shared it in my newsletter? That's another thing I would love to share because my newsletter is focused on leadership and building beyond limits. So if you would love to have time, like more than a call, you could read some of the articles I've also shared, building beyond limits. Even myself, I'm blessed by what I wrote because I didn't know I could even share some of these things. They're like jewels, like treasure. I didn't know they were hidden deep down. I only thought like all of these things I was doing was like the height of it. I didn't know that I was also in depth into writing. And then sometimes while I'm writing to myself, and then I'm like, I'm coming back to this, even as the writer. So please, you could also go to my newsletter. I think right now we are almost hitting 2K, 2,000 subscribers on the newsletter. That's on my own personal level now, not me for just my personal level. So please go to my link in and then just check out. I recently wrote a letter yesterday called Be That Leader, and I'm definitely still going to go back over and over. I think one thing I wrote was that um, the level of how your initiative grows is almost equivalent to how your leadership grows. So it's basically yes, you're leveraging on your team, but if you are thinking this way, the way you thought last year, if it's still the same way you're thinking this year, is the same status from last year. That's the same way you still be at the moment. So if you really want to change the trajectory of your business, the trajectory of your organization, even the trajectory of your own personal life, you need to grow. You need to grow your own leadership skills, your own mindset. You need to grow your own knowledge bank. Basically, that's what translates into a growing organization or a growing company or a growing business. It starts from the who is leading it. If you're not growing, your business cannot grow. It's just as simple as that. If you're not reading books, if you're not growing, if you're not taking courses, if you're not seeking for more knowledge about your area of expertise, your organization cannot grow. So if you want your organization to grow, if you want your business to grow, if you want your company to grow, keep learning, keep learning. And I hope I've been able to share a bit or two on what we need to do, moving from passion to impact. Because even though I'm excited for all of that has been shared since day one up to right now, it would be a pain if we didn't, like, we were just excited for everything and then we didn't take action, that we went back and still say no. I don't want that. I don't want that for anybody. Please, I'll leave you with this. The world doesn't need another 1,000 projects. Like even though I mentioned that you should share your projects, but it needs projects that survive. Need project that survive, project that outlive founders. That's another thing also I'm working on my personal end, because I don't like to be thinking there and no, we are all in this together. So project that actually founders. I'm also building systems right now within the Make Foundation that even though I'm not there, it still works. Whether I'm there or not, next year in Los Angeles, the GLS still happens. So I'm also working on that behind the scene. Project that build leaders. Let's ensure that these are the kind of projects we are exploring. Project that solve problems long after conference finish. Definitely, we are going to have a post-summit initiative called the mentorship program. We're going to connect you with the speakers. So look forward to that in the chat through the link tree I shared. Also look forward to that in the emails. The team are going to share some email to you if you love to join the mentorship program. It's going to be a short mentorship program, just 4 weeks. And look forward to it also. If you don't have access, if you are unable to access you via email, if you joined through the social media platform, also follow on social media platform, and just ensure that what you are designing sustains, like there's sustainability in it. It can work without you. This is another thing we are learning in our third, I think it's our third year. A lot of people have celebrated us that we're doing things that 10-year organization are doing. Yeah, because of growth. So keep growing, keep partnering, keep collaborating, That's how you accelerate and ensure that you build systems early. Ensure you build systems early because system scales whatever it is you're doing, and leadership protects it. So as we prepare to conclude this remarkable gathering, from about 5,000 delegates and participants, because we stated it on our social platform, 5,000 delegates and participants. That's a huge lot. I think right now, sitting on our forms, from the data we've collated, I think confirmed from the forms, yeah, about 2,250 to 500. And then from those that engaged, because not everyone registered, some bypassed. I don't know how they did it. So cumulatively, that's why we mentioned delegates and participants, about 5,000. So some are following virtually through the other end, which is the YouTube platform. Some are following here, and some all register and didn't join. So we don't have anything to do with that. We don't hold them any certification. So it's only those that showed up that would provide certification. So even though we have all of this data, we're still going to leverage on it. Like I mentioned, we didn't meet up with our goal for the year, but hopefully we're able to do even much maybe better before the year ends, and for all of this initiative we still have to run. Basically, I'm going to leave everyone with these final thoughts, not a note, final thought. I want us to think on this even as we end GLS 2026. The success of this conference will not be measured by the number of sessions we have. This is session 17 leading up into 18. It's not measured by the numbers of sessions we attended or numbers of business card or LinkedIn profile we shared, but the conversation we continued. That's why they keenly mentioned we have each other's LinkedIn. What I even went down to share my work that very private, to share my WhatsApp DM. So the conversation that is continued is what really matters. The partnership we build. Some of the people that made GLS 2026 possible were part of the partners we kind of took note of from 2024 that made this possible. Partnerships we built, the communities we are transforming. And for example, Matwo, that is doing an amazing work in the local community in Uganda. I believe everyone is doing amazing work. Definitely, we just need to keep doing it. And then that's how we make even much greater impact. The courage we had to begin. Thank you for choosing to build. Thank you for choosing impact. And thank you for believing the young people. We're still definitely going to reach out to everyone via email. And thank you again for being a part of this. Definitely, it's not just the organizing team that has made this a success. It's the delegate that showed up. If you didn't show up, we've done nothing. If the panelists and the speakers also didn't show up, we've done nothing. So basically, all thanks to all of the delegates. I think right now, I can go through the list. Emmanuel Matuo, Faridat, Ulwakemi Kowiyu. So please, if I'm going through your name and I model this, please just my apologies in advance. All right. Emiliano Nahuat, Olivia Chipanta, Brat No Singh, Grace Mukumbi, Sunday Anifooshe, Mano Adnan, Sode Kleso, Ayaba Flora, Lorraine Mugeri, Shalom Anya, Hope Podua, and every other person watching via YouTube. So thank you so much. Y'all made this possible, including all those that are left. So we're builders of today. A lot of speakers have mentioned that it was also in the event frame that we are both the leaders of now and the future. So we are builders of today and the architect of the future. So thank you, and I look forward to celebrating with you, even after now and even in some of our upcoming initiatives. So thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with everyone. Please do have a lovely evening. Have a lovely. This is also leading into the weekend, so have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely year. If we are seeing, but if you're seeing the next initiative, I hope to see you soon. And thank you for joining GLS 2026. Thank you so much, and cheers. Bye bye.